And we're live. Well, I'm live. Kim's in the other room. Has she's screaming from the other room. I'll be there. Okay, yes, she'll be here. Um, let's see. I want to say hi to people that are. I'm gonna have to scroll back a little bit already. We have who's here? Um, Buddy Carfano, CD Burlock, Fisher Boy, Fisher Boy. Oh, he says he's waiting. You're not waiting anymore. You're watching. And then there's me. And then Mexican Spec. Good evening, CD Burlock. Yeah, you got a good question there. I'll answer that in a minute. Inspector Bruce. Member Inspector Bruce. Good evening. Same with Lester LeSabre. Member Lester LeSabre. Do I have something stuck on my glasses? It's like there's something on my glasses. Hmm. A hair or something that fell off. Hippie Long's here. Luis is here. So, how's everybody? Let's see. Where are we at? Got to get Kim's mouse back over to her, even though she's not there. She'll be here. I saw her just a moment ago. She's almost ready. Combing her hair or something. Dead Cougar Garage is here. Okay, I'm going to answer a quick. What is this? Luis says Tom Kane. He passed away in '64. In '64. Carbide Jones is here. Good evening. Oh no, it must mean at 64. It says rest in peace, Tom Kane, 62 to 26. Yeah, that would be 64. Okay, so primer and primer sealer. And I don't use sealer. I use a primer sealer. See, primer, like gray primer, it's hygroscopic. People say hydroscopic, but it's hygroscopic. Hygroscopic. It means it can soak up moisture. It can soak up water. And I don't know, it's a pretty nice surface. The regular primer is a pretty nice surface to sand, and it's a nice surface to paint on. But man, you cannot have, you don't want any moisture in it, because then you'll have rust. She's hollering from the back room. So, the problem I have with regular primer is that I use a lot of times I use waterborne paints. Waterborne paints, you actually put water onto hygroscopic paint, it just sucks it right up and it rusts underneath. So I like to use a sealer. So I use a primer sealer to keep the water out. And it's the stuff I buy is a canned stuff. It works quite well. I haven't had any problem getting water under it. And it's actually not too bad to sand if I have to sand it. And then I just shoot a little more on there. But because I use waterborne paints a lot of times, that's why I use the sealer. I know other people have used sealers for other reasons, especially when they've had like a car that's been painted with enamel and they've cleaned it all up and they think they got it all off. But then you paint a hot paint on it like lacquer. And lacquer on top of enamel it'll look like a vinyl roof. It just crazes. It makes a mess. So I know there's people that use sealer on top of old paint to make sure they don't have two paints that are incompatible. So but the waterborne is the reason I use it. Okay, so that was the first question. Mexican Spec says, is Kim invisible tonight? Kim, are you invisible tonight?
Yes.
She yelled yes.
Can't see me. Like John Cena.
Fisher Boy says, hey, you have a base station. I have two base stations, right? Yeah, you can't see my hand there. They're right over there. I had one hooked up once. And, oh, wait a minute. No, I have three base stations. Because one's in my bedroom that's basically ready to go, except I don't have my antenna mast outside the house yet. I just haven't been doing that.
I'm putting on my brandy new Mopar Connection magazine t-shirt.
Magazine.
Magazine.
Ah, you're here. This is the problem I have. See, that picture's centered up on my screen,
Uh-huh.
but it's not centered up
Oh,
here.
yes,
And
yes.
and
Well, if I just click on it, I
you
think
know,
it'll give me the
oh, you know how to
movements.
fix that. Well, that's like way off the other way. Okay. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, it's got to be right.
And then I can do
That's
this.
my car.
I,
That's my
I
Mopar.
can do that and it fills the screen.
Mopar. Mopar.
Fisher Boy says, "Do you have a tower and how big is it?" I just have a mast. I took some 2 inch, might have been 2 1/4 inch chromoly tubing that was aircraft stuff I had left over. Had a bunch of sticks of it and I welded it all together and make a big long thing. I'm gonna just put it up. I got it all ready to go. I just got to put it up against the house so the peak of the house comes up like that. That mast will go up there. It'll clamp on there and it'll go up about another 10 feet. That's all I'm gonna
Fisher
have.
boy, you can't ask how big is it on the wide open internet. That's private stuff.
So anyway, so Ted Cougar Garage, KKV 2591. My call letters for the CB. You know what? That's the old original call letters, which were 3 letters and 4 numbers. I haven't seen that since the early 70s because they went to 4 letters and 4 numbers, and then they went to, it was out of control. And what the government did was they said, this is out of control. Just don't have any licenses. And I went back and tried to search what all those licenses were. They threw them all away. They just chucked them.
But a Carfana says, my hair seems darker and it looks good. Thank you. Actually, it's kind of strange because it was going very gray and then it just decided to go back to being brown. The blonde is not real. Well, I mean, the blonde is what's underneath the brown when you lighten it. So
right
I guess
now
it is real.
Right now it's
So
multicolored.
It's my hair. You know, it's attached. It grows.
Funny
And I just shortened it. It was like this long, and now it's this long. But it'll grow faster now.
Let me get O's on Kim's shirt. Line up. O's line up. Oh.
Oops, line
Yeah, probably with your shapeliness. Okay.
There, they line up.
People are putting their CB numbers up here. KBEG 6678 is D-Man. See, that's the ones when so many CBs came out and they went to 4 letters. And I saw another one here. Was it Lester the Saber? KAIA 9161. And I remember my neighbor when I was real young and I had a 100 milliwatt walkie-talkie that you didn't need a license for. But this guy up the street, his kids all had 100 milliwatt walkie-talkies, but he had a base station, so he had a license. And
Hey, Faith.
his was KKX 9535. And those kids used to call in once an hour on their walkie-talkies to home to check in. Where are you? What are you doing? You know you have to be home at whatever time it was. And they kept tabs on those kids with their walkie-talkies. And then we played with them. We out talking to each other.
Mexican spec likes my grill. This part of the grill, like the center part, is like really, really good. It could probably use a better polish, but I mean, like, yeah. And it is rare because this is a 66 model only front end. The whole front of the car is only 67. They changed it again, and 65 was completely different. And but this headlight bucket right here, there was some damage in it that I straightened it back out, but it needs polished better.
Well, and the paint's messed up a little bit right there. And then the grill's got another little, on the other side over by the headlight bucket, it's got a little tweak
No,
there,
the rest of it's perfect.
But it's, okay, it's perfect.
Perfect.
So it's
wonderful.
Yeah,
and this front
really
bumper's in really good shape. I wish the back bumper was as good as the front.
Well, we need to start saying hi to people here.
We did.
Okay, yeah, but there's
Keep
a lot.
going. I'm going to get my
people.
coffee before it gets cold.
Okay, and Braden's here. Hello. Jay, What It's Like is here.
We need a kangaroo for the horn ornament. We should start looking for one for the ute. We should put a kangaroo on the front.
Kangaroo.
Yeah.
I heard the WKRP license is being sold. I just saw something about WKRP. I don't remember what it was. So we're supposed to do 1966 cars or whatever else you want to send in. We show them.
You get an Aussie push bar for the
so
Valiant.
I'm going to
Bull bar.
show some 66s. Of course, Kim's going to miss them because she's in there. Maybe I'll wait till she gets here. That's a 66 Dodge Monaco. See, I remember 66. I remember 66 real well. I was 12 years old. Well, actually, I was 11 when they came out. And my neighbor,
I wasn't even born.
in a little town in South Dakota, and they had little dealers downtown, the old-fashioned dealers that had one or two cars in a showroom right on the streets. And yeah, it's before the big highway dealers like they have today. So we went down there
The
and
mega dealers.
we went down and looked at all the cars, and I thought this looked so good. It was just radical at the time. And then the back of it, oh, that is too not enough resolution. But I thought those taillights were crazy, and that was the Monaco, which is the high trim level, and then the Polara, which is the lower trim level. You see what they did to the taillights on that? They didn't give you taillights all the way across. They gave you these things. I didn't like these at all, but I mean, it'd be pretty easy to put the other ones in there. What's your favorite car from 1966, Buff? Kim, what's yours? She might like her 66
I
Dart.
like mine because it's my car.
My favorite, 66 was a really good year. So what I'm going through here are some of my favorites. So I don't know which one is my favorite.
I made him be prepared a little bit to get us started out.
This thing was late. All the cars came out like real late September, basically last week of September. This thing didn't come out till almost Christmas time. And I remember this is the most radical thing I'd ever seen. A taillight that went all the way across, big old fastback. Man, I thought that was just so good. And so that was probably one of them. Chrysler really came through in 66. This I liked a lot, the Tornado. Oh man, 66 Tornado. Yeah, that might be. I don't know. There were some favorites I had.
Oh, Tommy's here. Welcome in, Tommy.
Tommy from Dublin, already here. In 66 Comet, I saved a picture of this because there were commercials that ran all year, and they had this little jingle they played, and they went, how did it go? From the bottom to the top of the world. And they had that jingle go like every one of their Comet commercials. And the thing was, they supposedly drove a bunch of 66 Comets from the tip of South America.
Antarctica.
Almost Antarctica.
All the way. They drove across the ice bridge.
There's some water out there. So anyway, from the tip...
Well, they used a boat.
You want to hear the story? From the tip of South America to the northernmost part in Alaska. But now they can't even do that today because of the Darien Gap. I don't know what they were thinking, why they made that a... Are you tired of my story?
No, I'm just saying there's probably a highway through there.
There
somewhere.
isn't. There's the Darien Gap. You got it.
Why didn't they build a highway?
I don't know. You could go read about it. But anyway, the deal was in the commercials that they drove from the bottom to the top of the world, and that jingle went on and on and on and on. On the radio, on the TV, for a year, about the 66 Comet. So,
from the bottom to the top of the world.
So anyway.
Fisher Boy likes the headlight a lot. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, headlights are just sort of sitting there by themselves. They're just in little chrome round things. They don't have like a big bezel around them. So
it's funny. If you just look at the top, that looks like one kind of car, and if you just look at the bottom, it looks like a different kind of car. Yeah. Like if you made the same front end but only used the top grille with the top headlights or the bottom grille with the bottom headlights, they'd be two different cars that actually did get made. What are the two different cars? Who knows? Say lower and the model you think it would look like, and upper and the model. I think the lower grille with the lower headlights, I think would look kind of like a Vega.
Oh, now I understand what you mean. Yeah, it was like body color all around it with these separate pieces in there.
It's like the family truckster, two front ends.
When it came out, I didn't like that look because of all the paint in there, and now I really like it. So I don't know.
I think I like the front end the least of this car. The bumper's great, the body styling is wonderful, but that double grill headlight jobby is a little bit
different.
Silly.
Hippie Long says, I prefer stacked headlights over side by side. You know, there were a few Chrysler, you're a Chrysler person. There were a few Chrysler cars like that, 65 and 66 full-size Plymouths.
See, Buddy
Mm.
Carpano agrees that this is a good roof line. I
Oh,
think
this
so,
is,
too.
and this is the same roof line as the
It's sharp.
66 Fairlane. So, you know, it's basically the same car. I saw somebody years and years ago. I knew a guy that had a 66 Ranchero that was wrecked in the front end. And he put Comet front fenders and grill and hood and everything on it. And the
Spare
line
parts.
on the side didn't quite line up.
Oh, that's a little better.
Oh, that's why the light wasn't so good. And this that crease along the side didn't line up, and he made a little thing, and it looked really good. So he had a Comet Ranchero, which was kind of strange. Oh, what are they talking about soon? Jay Leno.
Wow, a Comet and a Ranchero is just a Camaro.
You know what? Jay Leno tried to pull a fast one on everybody. He has a 67 Tornado that he put a 66 front end on. And he calls it a 66 Tornado because it looks like a 66 Tornado.
It's a tribute.
But it's a 67. Yeah, I bet if you were to look at the registration, it'd be a 67. Let's see. CD Burlock factory was front wheel drive. I know where one sits. Man, that was a big deal. That was a
What was this, Comet?
big deal, the 66 Tornado, because
Oh, yeah,
it was front wheel drive. It was the first front wheel drive American car since the Cord in 1937. So this was a big deal.
There was
yeah.
no compact front wheel drive cars.
No-
Not from
no-
American
Nothing.
manufacturers.
No, there were some European cars. There was
Like
a little
a Honda or something, right?
no Hondas yet. No Hondas yet.
Oh, 66, yeah.
Yeah, there were the little what was that British car?
I like that color.
What was that British car you could barely fit in? The
tiny.
somebody will come up with it. Oh,
We'll let them.
Hippie Long Comet was a Falcon in 66 and 67. It was a Fairlane. It was a Kim, can you pull up a 66 Fairlane?
Sure.
Verloc says 455, but no, it was a 425. It was a 425. Mini. Oh yeah, the little Imps. Those were front wheel drive. Yeah, and the Mini Cooper, that was a front wheel drive car. You got some kind of malfunction there. Kim's trying to pull up a picture.
It'll come up.
And it's not pulling up quite yet.
Patient.
Okay. You see that one right above my head that says 66 Fairlane, the bluish green one?
Me too.
That one.
Oh.
You could click on it.
Gotta
It
click
would
over
go.
here.
Yeah. See, that's the same. Now I'll go. Oh, I can't show them both at the same time.
I can click back and forth.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not there yet. Oh, I'm there. Okay, you see the top and the roof line and everything. And there's the Fairlane. Yeah, it's the same car as the Fairlane. The Falcon was a little different. Falcon had the same suspension, but it was a little different.
Hey, can I take a moment for a deviation?
Hey,
of the
look who's here. Ozan.
Hey, Ozan, welcome in from Ukraine.
Ukraine, Turkey. We haven't seen you in so long. It's good to see you. How are you?
We hope you are well.
Hope you are well.
Did you say hi to Oscar?
Oscar? No.
Walton.
No, I missed. Where?
Oh, most Toyotas before 1984. Yeah, they were. So John Hart.
And Twin Brooks. A lot of people here. I
Right?
missed you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Twin Brook Acres is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Yeah, people file in the first hour. After the first hour, everyone gets here because, yeah. Okay, so I wanted to mention that our friend, John Hart, who's here local in Clarksville, I see him weekly, and today he had 4 of the vertebrae in his spine fused. He had like a major surgical operation. Yeah.
Oh.
He knew it was coming. So I did get a notification that he's out of surgery and he's resting. but that he's very uncomfortable. But they're taking good care of him, watching over
So
him.
he watches on TV a lot of times, so he
Yeah,
may
he's
actually be here.
he might be here, but I'm sure he's not going to respond.
Might be sleeping through
But
it.
anyways, if
Hopefully.
you, I don't know, pray for people or whatever you do, keep them in your thoughts because they're a friend of the channel and an actual real life friend as well, and has been very encouraging and supportive. Some days when I'm very frustrated, I say, John, why? And
John
talks
has
me down from the insanity.
and John has donated a lot to the channel.
Oh,
And
you know what?
it's not always right here while we're live.
Yeah.
But like
he sent some stuff to help us fix the bathroom floor.
well, yeah, there'll be like
he's
we're working on a bathroom floor, and all of a sudden some plywood shows up.
He does
It's
more
like
than he has to.
where'd this come from? Oh, John brought it. Okay,
Mexican Spec, you're not a real life friend. You never come visit me. I never see you when I go. Yeah, you're internet friends. Listen, this wasn't supposed to be against anybody. I was just saying, like, this is a person that I know.
he's right up the road. He's right up the road.
Like, I've been to his
shows up
house.
here.
I helped him put together his grill one time. So, anyways, we're thinking about him. I wanted to mention out loud that he's in my thoughts because
And Mexican Spec, he and I talk on the phone, and he's like just like a real guy that I know. Except
I know Mexican Spec
I've never
talks
seen
to you willingly on the phone.
I never seen him like I always see this green patch. One time, he walked by or something, a camera, when he was live, and I saw he had a beard, and now he says he shaved his beard off, I think, but I saw this beard go by. It's like, there he is.
That's right. You're a phone a friend, Mexican Spec. Mexican Spec, you do so willingly. And I know that if I get Buff Del Campo on the phone, I hear him on the phone with people. Once you get Buff Del Campo on the phone, you are in for a 2-hour thing. He doesn't even breathe for 2 hours.
Well,
he just keeps on telling stories.
Mexican Spec is also, he's just as
Mexican Spec knows how to hold
I
his own
am.
in a conversation. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done making trouble. We can go back to talking about cars from 1966. I didn't even do the introduction. I was going to wait until...
I know, we're like 22 minutes
I was going to wait till the
into
end
it.
of the first hour
We're
because a
22.
bunch of people will come in from Kiwi's show, and I might as well just do the introduction then instead of doing it twice. You guys you're here early, so it's because you already know who we are.
Can we swap over to my screen again?
My picture.
Well,
All right,
'cause
fine. My picture's not good enough.
People have
Fine, we
sent
can
pictures.
talk.
People have sent
Who
pictures.
sent this picture? Is this one of yours?
I put up, those are my little 66 collection.
Oh, one thing I will do in case anybody wants to send pictures and forgot, I will put in the buffdelcampo@gmail.com email address.
Yeah, 66 is 60 years old. We went to Walmart, which for us is that's on the other side of Clarksville.
It's a little ride, 20 minutes.
It's a ride. It's not like it's just right up the road. So if we're going to go to Walmart, we kind of plan a little bit. And it was nighttime, and I don't like to drive at night.
It was like, do we have to take the dart?
Wait a minute.
Get in a car.
So my eyes just aren't as good at night anymore. So I go, well, if Kim's driving, we're taking her car. And I'm like, are we okay taking that 66 Dart? She goes, get in. Off we go, 66 Dart, 60-year-old car, drove to Walmart, bought our groceries, put them in the back, drove home. It's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Mexican Spec, just out of curiosity, I did look it up. What you need in order to obtain a Tennessee dealer's license. And there's no mobile dealers. You have to have a physical commercial location with an office, with bathrooms, with handicap parking, with enough lot space for at least 15 cars. And you have to go through all these, jump through all these hoops and stuff. I was like, oh.
So, yeah, you could do one or maybe two a year or something, and nobody'd ever say anything. But you start doing a bunch of them, yeah, there you go.
Well, the dealer license is convenient because you can acquire a title without paying taxes and actually taking ownership of it.
Oh, that's the other thing. In Tennessee, you bring a car in, that's 10% sales
Right.
tax. Gulp.
Where a dealer can take a title and put it in the dealer's name
And then the
and
customer
own the
pays
car,
tax.
but not pay taxes because it's an
It's a-
asset of the thing, not a personal
Okay.
thing.
Ozone says, conduct a poll to find out who Buff is your favorite. Oh, find out my favorite classic car
Classic
brand.
car brand.
Well, think about that.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing to put in on the channel. Yeah.
And this is scrolling by.
Braden's eating ghost peppers.
And
So we were going to Walmart. Luis reminded where we were talking about.
going to Walmart.
In my car, in the dark.
Yeah, we do go to Walmart sometimes.
In this old car.
I'll tell you why. It's because we got a little grocery store up the street here, and the vegetables are kind of, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Walmart, they're almost always good.
Yeah,
they have a better selection.
Produce, yeah.
They have better produce, and and there's a couple other things we got. We got there, and Kim said, first thing, we go all the way to the back corner because we need brake fluid.
Brake fluid.
Okay, so that's why she wanted to go to Walmart to get the groceries, is because we needed a couple automotive things. So she bought some brake fluid.
And because they would have better produce.
Well, but we bought, the first thing we did was actually the second thing, because we went through where the clothing was, and she started, women they start looking at clothes, and you stand there and stand there and stand there. So anyway, we did that. And then we went to the back corner where she said we'd go, and we got brake fluid, and you got like oil, and you got
automatic transmission fluid.
And then when I got home, I watched UTG say there's going to be a shortage on oil, and I'm like, I didn't know what you were talking about when you were talking about that.
Well, he was talking about the potential for it. They're saying it could happen, but
so I should have grabbed oil for my car because I'm going to need an oil change pretty soon.
We have enough oil for some oil changes.
You know what really needs an oil change?
We don't drive that much. What's that?
The Valiant, before we take it on very far.
It's never even been through its break-in oil.
It's got break-in oil.
Yeah.
So, and all kinds of assembly lubes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we got to get that cleaned out of there. And Dougster's here. Good evening. Dougster, I missed you last night because you had a storm.
I hope they got your power back on. There was actually people in our channel asking where Dougster was.
They were making comments on our channel asking where you were.
Where's Dougster?
So I said, well, he left a post. Read the posts. So, power came on at midnight. It's too late for your live. I asked your Walmart in the back room if there was a shortage of oil here. I was told there's no shortage of oil here. It's coming in like normal. Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, I listened to somebody, not Tony, but someone else, who really spoke at length about, the potential, and where the whole thing came from was they were talking about some of the synthetic, hyper low viscosity oils like 0W16 or something like that those come from, liquefied petroleum or whatever, natural. Anyways, they come from different base stock that could potentially become scarce, and then there's the potential that they won't have all ranges of viscosity, and that they were saying basically, don't let somebody leave with no oil in their car, because it's way better to put the wrong viscosity of oil in your car to top up a quart than it is to drive around with no oil.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So don't make sure you're aware, and if you are unable to properly recommend, they had set up a dedicated phone hotline for people to call and find out what the best alternative was and stuff like that.
Okay, I want to get some pictures here. We're really
Walmart had all the oils.
We're a half hour.
All the oils.
We're a half hour into this. I've got one picture up that Inspector Bruce sent this, and what this is. Oh, I got to go back to read it so I get it right.
Okay. You better. What
did they call it? They called it. He says this is a small sampling of pictures from Petaluma. He's from Petaluma, California. Petaluma's salute to American Graffiti, because that's where they filmed American Graffiti.
That's a movie about car stuff.
And then he said this was somebody's, I guess he sent it to us because Kim, I don't know. Some Kim's haircuts.
Kim needs a haircut.
So then we're gonna move on from this.
Braden, tonight we're talking about model cars from the year 1966. That's why we've looked at cars from 1966 so far.
So this is. Are you hot?
Some people think so. You know.
So this is from Petaluma. That's a '64 Ranchero from the American Graffiti something. You wanted to go turn the air conditioning on so you don't have to wave that thing around. This is a Valiant, very similar to ours, but it's not a pickup truck yet. And this is Valiant. Well, this must be that Valiant. Try to read this. I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Burlock thinks I should buy a 5-gallon bucket of AutoZone clearance ATF. I'll pass.
Oh,
I don't need
this.
that much ATF. We don't use that much fluid.
Look at we don't have that many leaks. This is, although we used quite a bit because we had transmissions apart. When you put them together, you got to put new oil in. But this is Petaluma, California, on American Graffiti stuff. Look at all these cars, you know. Oh,
We're
look
only
at
going to
this.
do one transmission a year at this point, the way we have our fleet set up. So for a gallon a year of transmission fluid, it's just not worth stocking up 5-gallon bucket.
And then
The fuel prices will be around for another year, maybe a year and a half, 2 at the most, just long enough to convince people. There might even be some shortages, gasoline shortages, just enough to sell off some of these electric cars that they're stuck with. That's the whole plot. Is that you're not going to be able to get gas for your car. You have to buy an electric car so they can pawn off all these 3-year-old electric cars that are still brand new on the lot that nobody wants. All these cyber trucks. How do you think they're going to sell them all? That's how they're going to get them off their lots, and then they'll go back to selling gasoline cars again when the price plummets.
Okay.
2 years is a long time, though.
I'm showing these pictures from
That's
Petaluma.
not from 1966.
No, it's from Petaluma. I said 66 cars.
God damn, that is a beautiful car.
Or interesting cars that we want to see.
Yeah, thank you. Was it Bruce that sent this stuff?
Bruce sent this. Yeah, here's this Valiant. See, this is kind of this is way nicer than ours, but this is what we started off with to make the...
That is for the Ute.
For the Ute. See, we started with a 4-door like that. I'm glad we didn't have a vinyl roof we had to pull off. See, my car, my Zed sled, got a vinyl roof on it that's all cracked and slowly ruining. I got to take it off, and it's
prime.
Not going to be fun. Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Todd Saw likes the blue one.
55 Chevy. I have a lot of pictures. I'll get to all the pictures, but I got a ton of them in my email. So, here's this is the one that, what was the name? John Milner on the show drove. What's really weird about this car is the grill, the radiator shell, is much smaller. And back when this movie came out, I never noticed that until somebody brought it to my attention many years later. But I do remember the license number. And I don't remember his real name, John Milner. And then the girl that jumped in there with him, the little girl that jumped in and rode around with him, was Mackenzie Phillips, back when she was a little tiny kid. So, anyway, I remember this. I really liked this car. I remember really liking this car back then.
Todd Saw says, I think higher gas prices are worth preventing lunatics from having a nuclear weapon. I absolutely agree with that statement, but the premise of that statement is that in exchange for higher gas prices that we are going to prevent that, and I don't know that the two things correlate directly.
Well, we're going to drift into politics here.
It will. It'll drift in
and I
quickly.
really don't want to do that. So now...
It comes down to, I don't know.
The situation
what the hell do I know?
Is the situation, and we're going to have to...
I'm not an intelligence officer. I have no privy to any special...
As little people...
Knowledge. Little people?
Little people. Like, there's big people that are presidents and vice presidents.
Arrogant people.
People like that. And there's little people that look at pictures of old cars. and work on valiance.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thanks. I appreciate being called a little person.
so we just gotta roll with it, you know. And sadly, we just gotta roll with it.
There's lots of
We're
things that
not decision makers. We're live with
we're
it.
all decision makers.
Well, sorry.
We decide at the voting booth and we decide with our
Well,
wallet.
not everybody in here lives in the U.S. and
That's
not
true.
everybody in here has a vote, because some
that's true.
countries don't have votes. They have other systems. So I don't know. Most of us in here got to roll with it.
Well, that is the truth. But I'm
Okay.
allowed to have an opinion, but we don't spend a lot of time on that because it's not a political discussion channel. Some
Okay.
people think that we should use our platform to discuss politics, and the thing of it is we don't have a political platform. We're in no position to make political commentary. You know, we're not getting paid.
So
We don't have the protections.
here we go. We have a French. Some people call it a 2CV. I've always heard it was a deux chevaux, but that's a little Citron.
Who made that? Oh, Citron. That's an early car.
Look at that. That's a 61 Ford. You know, I know, because the only year that had the chrome strip that went up the fin was also the door handle. Petaluma Police from 1961.
1961. Oh, I'm gonna fan myself with the.
Why don't you go turn the air
Hagerty
conditioning on
driver's
so you don't have to be
Because
waving
my
that thing
feet
around?
are cold, but my head is warm.
Buff for president 2028.
Oh, I thought you said for a second.
You know
I
what
thought
you
you said
need.
2018. I was like, well, maybe.
If I become elected president in 2028, you better find some young person to be vice president,
You could never be
because
president.
I might not make it 4 years. You
There's some days where you don't even get out of your room.
know, I just like. Ugh.
You're like,
There's days I'm out of energy and my hands shaking, and there's other days where I'm going pretty good.
Right.
So, as president, I would need a
I think we need
Good,
someone younger than
strong,
70 to
young-
be president.
young vice president. Okay, so
I appreciate that Kim for I couldn't be president.
yeah, Barney Five's car.
Couldn't
Okay.
do it.
Oh, here we go again.
It's against the law.
American Graffiti cop car. 61. Oh, this is the one they pulled the rear end out from under. Remember they chained it to something and
Really? It's the
the cop
car?
took off? Well, on the movie, the car took off and they thought it was just going to stop the cops and slam their heads in the steering wheel or something. But instead, they pulled the rear end out from under the car and the car went sliding out into the street. See, they went speeding by, but they chained the cop car down first. So when the cops took off after them, it pulled the rear end out from under.
Would
and
that
it-
really that would
And then the
really happen.
car slid to a stop.
Mexican spec, we did watch that collision thing with the Dodge Aspen, the rear end collision thing. That was crazy.
Yeah, we watched that.
Wow.
If you want to watch another good one, watch the one with the 59 Chevy and the 09 Chevy. That was quite a thing. And the 58 Chevy.
Lester LeSabre says Buff and Kim for president. I think we would just rather just talk about cars.
Yeah. You know, I would make an interesting president because my limo would probably be like,
That's right. We would have cool presidential.
we
cool
would have like
cars.
a Futura. I'd want to drive my own limousine. Can I drive? Oh, man.
Mexican spec says, "Did you see how it looked like a Pinto after the hit?" Well, I mean, once it was done being hit, it was shaped more like a Pinto.
Buff, you took me on a journey through time at 4 a.m. Okay, and this is the 55 Chevy. I've got to download more.
I mean, Mexican spec. They hit it with a sled at 35 miles an hour, right? The sled has no crumple zones. So first thing is in order to do that amount of damage, it would have to be another car, not a sled, right?
What is
And it would
this?
have to be going like 50 miles an hour and hit you when you're stopped in that Dodge. And then the car is crumpling. Now, there was some problems with the seats collapsing and stuff like that. That shouldn't happen. But honestly, what do you expect?
I got in the middle of all these pictures I want to show. I've spammers, you know. It's like, really? See, I made a mistake. My stepmom, maybe somebody here can help me. My stepmom doesn't drive anymore, and she has a car, very low mile car that's 11 years old, looks brand new. So she has a grandson or son or somebody out in California that needs a car. So she wants to have a transporter take it out there. So she says, "Can you help me with that?" Okay. So I go in and I try to get a quote. Well, what I get is I get some quotes that are they're all expensive. They're all within $1 or $2 of each other. But what I really got was an extreme amount of spam for people that want to buy her car. Do we need help selling her car? And then every other kind of spam you can think of. And I know where it came from because I know it's a Ford Fusion. So somewhere in there it always says something about Ford Fusion. It's the only thing I've ever done with a Ford Fusion. So man, I got
Spammity spam spam
spam. Yep. So John Dawson.
How much did they say to ship the car out there?
Everywhere from $2,000 to $2,700. But I don't trust that company at all because they're in the business of selling my information. So it's like, okay, I got to find, why should I deal with them? You know? Okay, so I am downloading.
John Bossoms is here.
Okay, Buddy Carfano sent in 1966.
He says the 60s was the peak for automobile names that referred to the space program.
Oh, especially the early 60s. Late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, Nova, Comet.
Oh, yeah, all that. Comet. You're right. That's...
Dart is kind of...
Dart's like...
aeronautical. D-Man says spam and eggs. That's right.
So, 66 Chevelle. That is really a nice looking 66 Chevelle. The wheels are a little bit bigger. They fill up the wheel wells. Man, does that look good. Buddy Carfano sent in a lot of stuff, so I'm going to grab a couple more of his. Here's another 66.
Hippie Long says $1,200 is cost.
Oh, what, for taking a car out there? Ship where, Kim Buff from Tennessee? Clarksville, Tennessee to, I don't know, basically somewhere near Fresno, California. I think it's out in the country near there somewhere. Mexican Spec says, I have a transport guy. Here's the thing. I don't think she'll gripe about the price, but why should I deal with a company that's supposed to be getting me quotes, and what they get me was 50 or 60 spam calls on my phone and in my email box. It's like that company is in the business of selling my information, which angers me. So they lost my business.
He was yelling and throwing things.
I was not throwing things. Mm-hmm. Any cigar smoker
he set the house on fire.
The only reason I'd set the house on fire is to show Hippie Long that I have a fire extinguisher handy.
These emails. I hate emails that are bad.
Well,
No, he didn't. He didn't do any of those things.
No, my phone's been
Sometimes
ringing.
He does yell, though. I hear him pound on the desk and yell.
My phone's been ringing all afternoon with spam. Okay, here we have a 66.
D-Man says take a bus and pick it up, drive it back. No, it's got to go there, not come from there.
It's here.
We talked about potentially going out there with it, but, even with, it's not going to be cheaper, but it might be a fun road trip. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be pretty disruptive to us right now.
Why?
Well, because we got to finish the Valiant before Nationals. And I think she just doesn't want to put any more miles on it. She wants to put it on a transporter. The transporter goes out there, and then it gets
I don't think that. She just doesn't know how to get it there. She's not going to.
She asked me to find a tow truck to take it. Well,
yeah,
it'd cost more than a car. So I said, "Oh, but she needs a transporter."
Well,
anyway, we'll figure it out.
Will we?
Well, like Mexican Spec may give me the name of his, but it's kind of a weird location compared to what he does.
We could put it on a trailer and drive it out there. And we could get a California car and bring it back.
Yeah, Mexican Spec says, wait till Buff needs a haircut. Yeah, because then we can go to Petaluma too.
That's what I'm saying. That wouldn't be disruptive at all. Because we need a haircut. Honestly, it saves
How are we
money.
getting so far off track?
I don't know. You brought it up.
66 Ford. Soft top.
See, they all agree about the haircut.
John Bossum, 66, first year of the street Hemi. Man, can you imagine that? 66 Dodge Charger. First year for the Charger. First year for the street Hemi. Man, what a thing. I'm gonna do one more Buddy Carfano. Then I'm going. Oh, he put up just what we were talking about. 66 Dodge Charger. But look at the grill because of the way the what do you call it? The resolution is strange. It made the grill look really funny. Oh, you're gonna show the street Hemi.
Who doesn't want to see a street
Okay.
Hemi?
Braden said he sent in stuff. Everybody, I'll get to your stuff. I got a really full email box right now. So I'm downloading as I can download.
D-Man says Buff can get a painted mohawk. I mean, I've got long hair. I could do the long spike mohawk. That'd be cool.
I went to YMCA camp when I was a kid, 1963. I was summer after third grade. And there was a guy, he's a blonde guy, kind of light-skinned blonde guy, and he had his hair cut real narrow right down the middle. Nobody did that stuff then. So the story was he was in India, and it was a mohawk, and that's how he cuts his hair, you know. So we were talking to our counselor was the guy that was taking care of us in our cabin. We said, so, you know, that Indian guy, he just shakes his head. He goes, come on, he's not really an Indian. He just cut his hair like that. We were all so disappointed because we thought he was a real mohawk. Oh, my God. What was wrong with us? They were having fun with us in summer camp. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who's
this?
Ben
Almeida? Ben Almeida.
Oh, this is... where?
Mr. Burlock says go through Vegas and visit Ben Almeida. Alameda? I'm sorry.
I don't know who that is. Like, if I go out there...
I'll look him up.
I'm going to have certain people that I know that I'm going to have to... I'd have to deliver a car. I've already made several promises to go up to Petaluma, California, for a haircut and see Inspector Bruce that I haven't seen in over 50 years. You know, it's weird. I see him here every week, but we haven't seen each other for 50 years. We hung out together when we were in the Air Force, you know.
Ben Alameda Racing.
Oh.
Street engine power tricks. He makes racing engines on Facebook. Ford stuff. He's a Ford guy. Maybe we should go meet him.
You know what else is in Las Vegas?
Gambling.
What is this? Well...
Oh no! What did they do?
It looks like they
put the parts from a early Chevy onto a Blazer.
Is that what that is? Look at the... Who sent this? Fisher Boy sent this. That is a thing.
That is a thing. It is now a thing. There you go.
John Boston says, was 66 the first year for the factory seatbelts? Ford made seatbelts an option in 1956. So if you bought a Ford in 56, they had a big safety campaign, padded dashboard, padded sun visors, deep dish steering wheel. So there wasn't a point in the middle of the steering wheel for you to slam your body into. And seatbelts. I'm trying to remember what else they had. They had several things like that, and they really pushed it, and it was a real flop because people didn't care. But I guess some people did, but they didn't. The options didn't sell very well. But Ford always had that available after 56. You may be right. Now, I think because we bought a 65 Chevy, had seatbelts in the front, and then they had to have seatbelts put in the back.
My 66 has lap belts.
Oh, and that's factory. 68.
And it's a very base car, so it probably came.
68. All seats had to have seatbelts, and the front seats had to have shoulder strap. Started in 68. I don't remember what year they were required.
Hippie Long
Could have been
says,
66. I don't
Buff,
know.
your prior promises kill the spontaneity.
What? Oh.
D-Man says it's a Blazier. Yeah. Blazier.
Downloading more pictures.
It's a Belazer.
More from Fisher Boy, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely a Belazer. That's it. That's the only word that comes.
Okay,
that
you
comes
got it.
out.
Can you? I'm backed out as far as I can back out. So we have to do something here. Okay, there. I don't know about that. That's quite a thing.
That is also a thing. I don't know.
And then, what? Dualies on the front.
Wouldn't those, what's that called when they
I think that'd be
chirp.
rough on the front, on the knuckles and everything.
Well, yeah, because the
Like if you're sitting
inner
still,
one would have to
you're
go
sitting still and you
slower
start.
than the outer one.
Yeah, so it's gonna chirp. And when you're sitting still and you go like this, I can just see the steering arms all bending while this, while the those
You'd
things are
need
like glued to the ground.
heavy front end to be able to pull that off.
Mexican spec says installation in 68, the federal government mandated that all new passenger cars be equipped with seatbelts. Oh, and shoulder harnesses up front. But I think they required just lap belts up front before that, and it could have been 65 because I know our 65 Chevy they just had them, and it was not something we had ordered special.
Oh, and I cut the comedy. All right. He is not a spontaneous person. If you throw something on him, like, we're going to do this now, like we were going to go to the grocery store, which means the little local place, and I was like, we're going to Walmart. He was like, I don't know if we can do that. I'm like, we're just, get in the car. We're going.
Already dark. We're going to get in a 66 Dart that has fog all around the windshield.
It's already dark. We can't go all the way to Walmart in the dark.
Listen, that windshield's got it's foggy all around the outside because it's a ruined windshield, and it makes it hard to see. And it's like, do we really want to do that? And she goes, yeah. And I said, all right, get in and put my 60-year-old seatbelt on. And
I didn't tell them where I got my new T-shirt. I got a Mopar Connection magazine T-shirt.
Okay. Tell where you got it.
I got it. We went to an event on Saturday. He's the one who wanted to go. He was like, we have to go.
WAF.
Professor P is going to be there.
WAF Racing.
Okay.
We all know who WAF Racing is.
Do we?
Maybe not. WAF Racing is a local business. They were in Nashville. Now they're a little closer. They're in Springfield.
They do engineering and 3D printing project, custom 3D printing stuff. And they're opening a speed shop in Springfield, Tennessee.
They got a big what do you call it? A rollover thing where you put a car body in there and you can rotisserie. You can roll it over and do all the work on it.
So you can cook your car evenly on all sides.
They had a 70. I don't know if it was a Roadrunner or GTX or Satellite. One of them. You can't tell what it is because it's all stripped down. And they put what do they call those? The frame connectors on it, and it was under there.
They have like an old drive-through sort of
it's a great
round
location.
top building with like right in the middle of Springfield, the old part of town with like 4 bays.
Big parking lot in the back. I've never had a business with a parking lot that big. Man, I like that parking lot. And he had a lot of, everybody showed up with their hot rods. There had a lot of cars back there. It's pretty cool. you know.
Oh, Fisher Boy says it's a fold down.
It's a fold down tower. Okay, so Fisher Boy sent that in.
Nice.
Oh, he says that's my CB tower.
Oh, he
Oh,
wants
man.
one. We made a little tower, but then we never put it up.
I know it's not really a tower. Mine's a pole. Yeah, that would be a nice thing. Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be on. See my base station. Should I tell them what my base station is?
No, don't tell them.
It's
And everybody will want
it's a 10-meter rig. I've got 2 other base stations over here that are really base stations that I should probably. What you doing?
They want to know why
You're doing something.
I'm scratching your ear.
Oh, what are you doing? Stop.
Braden asked about the cursor. When his cursor, when it's on that screen, you can see it.
Oh, they can't
My
see
cursor,
that?
they can't see my
They can
cursor,
see
but
that
they can see
cursor?
yours. Yeah. They can't see the blue line or my cursor, but they can see your cursor.
I've asked you
They can
that.
see anything that's on the screen over
I've
there.
asked you that, and you say no, and then I find out they can. I'm
They
like
can.
waving my cursor all over.
Yeah.
D-man, I miss my CB days. It's different than it used to be. It used to be like thousands of people all the time driving nuts. You know, now it can be pretty quiet if there's no skip in, but if the skip's in, you know, I have a 12-watt sideband radio in my car,
That sun is so bright. It's right in my eyes.
and
You
with
gotta wear
12
a welding
watts,
mask.
I've talked all over the place just with a barefoot single sideband. What are we doing?
I want to show another thing because you're just talking about random stuff anyway.
I feel like you're like off on some crazy
I'm
subject.
off on every tangent.
You're like
every tangent tonight. Who knows what this is?
It's a shot glass.
Shh. It's for points. Don't tell them. Who knows what this
It's a
is?
shot glass I'm not going to drink out of.
No, don't drink out of it. And what's in the glass? What is your guess?
Which shot glass is that you're using?
What difference does it make? It has like an O on it.
No, look at it. Show what it is. Show what it is, and then they'll know where it came from.
Yeah, but that's not relevant to the thing.
Well, they may still not be able to see it. Well, it's got a hammer and sickle and a star on it.
Yeah. That's for that comes from the farm and home store because it's the hammers and sickles and stuff for your farm.
The Soviet Union.
Mexican spec.
Well, he guessed, and he guessed right.
It's an old leather accelerator pump.
Because he knew what it was.
And I put some oil in it.
You asked.
I did. Put some oil in there. I'm trying to soften the leather up for a little while.
John Boston was 66 the first year for the dual master cylinder.
Mine doesn't have one.
He's asked 3 times. The who was it? Cadillac, and I think Studebaker had them earlier before it was required.
Mm-hmm.
It became required in 1967 or 68. I think it was 67. Could have been in 68. And they were called. It was always a tandem master cylinder. It was always called a tandem master cylinder. And a couple of years ago, somebody started calling them dual master cylinders, which I don't know why they do that, because it was always a tandem master cylinder. So, yeah, I think it was 67 or 68. You know who will know? Mexican Spec will know.
Hippie Long said it's a Carter accelerator pump. You're right. It is from a Carter.
Dean Stevenson thinks it's brake parts.
It is not, Dean.
But when it doesn't work,
it is not bad.
It's almost like a brake because you stop.
You stumble.
Vintage is here. The year the dual pop master cylinder was required was 67. Okay. That's when it was required. And yeah, like my whole first half of my life, all I had was single master cylinders. I worked for a guy that had tow trucks, and he had newer trucks than 1967, and he didn't like the tandem master cylinder. That was new and stupid, and he had me convert them to single master cylinders.
What? That's idiotic.
He's the same guy that was too cheap to buy just a second. Let me finish before you go to the next thing. He had me go out to the junkyard
Yeah.
and rifle through piles of brake shoes so we could do brake jobs on his trucks. And we put used brake shoes on his trucks with single master cylinder. I don't know what was wrong with that guy. Go ahead. Now you can show that thing. Well, I bring up more pictures.
You dummy. I put the street Hemi back up there. Because who doesn't love a good street Hemi?
Faith sent me an email with no pictures. No message, no pictures. Oh, she sent me another.
Fisher Boy says, I don't have seat belts on my 83 S10. Well, that's problematic because there should have been seat belts in 1983 for an S10.
Did it come from Mexico?
No.
Because in Mexico...
Fisher Boy, you should be able to find some on a junk truck somewhere. Find somebody who's parting one out. They'll sell you seat belts real cheap.
Just buy some.
Seat belts are a good safety feature.
A good set of 3-inch
In spite of what some people might say, you don't want to be thrown clear of any accidents. It's not.
Get yourself a nice 3-inch racing harness. You'd be okay. And of course, then you got a roll bar or something to attach it to.
Mexican Spec says, I have brake shoes relined cheap. See, they still sell the parts
Oh,
somewhere.
man. I was talking.
They have it in Mexico.
I wish we could get all that stuff. It's like you go try to find brake lining. I was looking at my shoes. I'm going, I could just reline these, except you can't find the lining. And I know how to do all that and arc them properly. And those machines are around and they're cheap. They're used machines, but you can't get the linings. I don't know. Go to Mexico, I guess. Okay, Kim, can we go back to my screen?
Dean Stevenson is here. Welcome in. Backward swirling toilets.
We got pulled over and we didn't get in trouble. Back when they made seatbelts a requirement to wear them, I was living in California, and I wanted to have some T-shirts printed up that have the seatbelt across here. So, because nobody wanted to wear their seatbelts. So then all they'd have to do is wear one of those T-shirts and look like they have their seatbelt on.
He says we got pulled over, didn't get in trouble. Well, I mean, some places are more strict. What state did Fisher say he's in?
I don't remember.
Police can be fickle. They'll be on about something. If you're not really causing trouble, they won't stare at you as closely.
Okay, back to...
Sometimes they're just out for blood.
Moving on to Faith's. I might not show all of them, but I might. There's Faith.
Hi, Faith! Faith and her kitty cat.
A close-up of Faith and her kitty cat. Oh, he said the officer just asked what year the truck was, and he said, have a nice day.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Some places the police are not out to get you, contrary to popular
Is that where
belief.
is that where you live? Nina. Is that the name of the town or the area or something?
Missouri. Well, that's
Oh,
good
he
to
said
know.
Missouri.
Fisher
Oh, that's
Boy.
right. I remember now.
Missouri.
She likes these horns.
A cop that didn't know the law. I'm sure the cop knew the law, but I don't know that they want to have to write a ticket over a seatbelt violation.
Well,
If you're not doing anything else.
if they looked at the registration, they'd know what year it was. But apparently, oh, there we go. A cat that looks just like chilling.
Yes.
Buddy Carafanos has got pulled over for no seatbelt in a 68 Buick convertible. Only has a lap belt. That's right. Oh, Braden's Nina, Wisconsin. Dean Stevens is an alligator.
Phillips.
She sent a lot of
says,
pictures.
I'm here because of the hardest working man on the internet, Jay. Which Jay? Jay who? On the screen.
Phillips Head. Well, thanks for being here. Phillips Head. Has Phillips Head been here before? Okay, I got to download more pictures. Yeah, we have a couple of J's in here.
Mexican Spec explains that he got stopped in his 74 Dart. It came with no seatbelts at all, but he had lap belts put in. And he had to show the kid that was a cop and explain.
And that
Well,
was
they
in
got a good,
Mexico.
as
Yeah.
long as you're polite, the cops learn, I guess.
Well, I was always afraid of the police in Mexico. I really tried to avoid them. And from what Mexican spec says, they're pretty easy to deal with.
Why would they stop you at all over that?
When I
I
go to
don't know that that's a
Mexico,
violation
when
they
I go
should
to
pull you over
Mexico,
for.
I'm in a border town. I walk in and I just have as little to do with the police as possible
Yeah.
because I don't speak Spanish well, and I don't want trouble in another country.
That just seems like such a nanny state thing.
Fisher Boy says he keeps getting ads like crazy. You know what? The way I have it timed, it's supposed to be once every 30 minutes, and I click out of some of them. I don't know why you're getting so many. But here's the deal. If you tell us who the ads are, and not just like a car ad, you tell us what kind of car, or a battery ad, you tell us what brand batteries or whatever. You get points for that. You got to keep track of your own points. But, we got a Subaru out here you can buy for 50 points, but you got to come get it. So
He might though. He's got
if
close.
yeah, you're kind of close. He might come get that Subaru. So
Not my Subaru.
so you can get some points by telling us who the ads are. Who's supporting us? What did I already download these? Oh, I did download those. Okay, I'm gonna move on to
Mexican spec says you were at the border area. They are different there. Yeah, I would expect that they're more
there were police that look like
they're
police.
more used to dumb Americans coming in and being dumb. They probably have to be more careful than,
They were
local
there were police driving
non-border
there were police
areas.
driving little pickup trucks, like Ford Ranger sized truck. I don't remember what they were. And then there were police that looked more like military people that had big automatic weapons, and they stand out there in the middle of the intersection and they talk to people in cars. And I'm just like, I know they're there, but I don't stare at them. I just like take care of my business and don't mess with the cops. Okay, this came from,
Oh, D-Man says turn the 300Z into a gasser. D-Man, I ordered parts. We're going to get that motor running. And
What?
we're going to make
What?
that Z car drive again.
what?
Yeah, but I ordered some parts. Just
Oh, I
little
didn't know
parts.
that. I had something I wanted to do with that car.
Oh, what was that?
We talked about it.
What was it?
Well, I wasn't going to make it all public and everything.
Well, tell me in
I thought I was
very
going to take the back half of the body and put it on a frame with a big old V8 up front.
Oh, we
Make
could
a
still
rat
do
rod out of it. I don't know.
that. We could still do that. We have to finish the Valiant before we can do anything significant.
And we got to do the aluminum car and. We got so many and cars, it's got lots of them. Okay, so who sent this in?
Yeah, but I always get stuff running when you're not around, so I'm going to do that. Dr. Art is here from Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab. Good evening, Dr. Art.
Who sent
Welcome
this
in.
picture in?
I don't know.
I don't want to read a name on an email that's not, it's not a screen name.
Braden asked what happens in Mexican jail. Mexican spec says you'd get caught if you do illegal stuff and you don't want to go to Mexican jail. Do not be a dumb, arrogant American and get into trouble in any other country. Ever. It's bad. Mexican? Oh yeah, they will hold you for ransom and make your family bring money to Mexico to bail you out. And they will harm you and make you very uncomfortable until your family does that. So you will beg to get bailed out. It is not like American jail is like, ooh, it's like nanny.
Have you ever been in American jail? They're
not that bad. Compared to being a dumb American who has screwed up in Mexico.
I cannot find my cursor. There it is.
I see it. It's there. There it goes. There it is. Anyways.
Oh, we've
Dean
seen
says
this
it's
car
family
before.
content. That's right.
We've seen this car before. I do like the Charger in
Never
the
do
background.
anything illegal, basically, is what we're saying. Oh, I've been getting advertisements for Nissans. On YouTube. Because Nissan. Didn't your son buy a new Nissan truck?
He bought a Toyota.
Oh, don't talk about
the-
Toyota. Only Nissans. I don't like Toyotas. They don't support us. Nissan.
Well, I drove it. That thing's like 460 horsepower or something. It's a hybrid. And when you got your foot down and the engine's making it go and the electric motor's making it go, it's a big heavy truck and it flies down the road.
It's scary. It's too fast.
0 to 60 in about like whoop,
Yeah.
uphill, and it just like it didn't care about the hill.
Nobody likes that. Buy a Nissan instead.
So this is from D-Man, not this one, the next one. This is from D-Man. Whoa, look at that. A nailhead Buick. What is this? Is this yours? I'm looking to see what this car is. Could it be that? I don't think so. That's too new for that engine. Don't know.
Tanner of Vintage Adventure Drives sent some interesting pictures of an ambulance that caught fire while he was in the passenger seat.
Oh no.
That sounds lovely.
Look at this AMC. 66.
66 AMC. It has the grille like a Comet.
Well, sort of, except there's no paint in between it.
I know, but it's very Ford-like in its 66ness. Although because it's a four-door, the hood line
Okay,
is very
Kim.
different. Yeah, what?
Oh, John Wilburn's here.
And
Hello.
Greenwich Junk is here. Hi,
Yeah,
everybody.
Shunk. Oh, we got a lot of people here. You know what? I need to take a break.
Okay.
So, can you handle this for a few minutes? We'll have to look at a Rambler for a few minutes.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. D-Man says it's an ambassador. Did you spill your drink?
No, there's
that's going to be fizzy.
There's a top on it. It's okay.
Fizzy.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll be back.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's the Kim Show starring Kim. Hi, everybody. I'm here today to show you this lovely Nissan. Everyone wants to buy a new Nissan because they advertise with us. And the more Nissans we sell, the more money Nissan makes. John Wilburn says that AMC looks like a drunk Fairlane. Really? What about it looks drunk? Is it the eye position? That it's too squinty? Louise says, finally, that's right. It's just Kim. It's got the AMC oval turn signals. That's right. That is a unique characteristic. Tanner says he also sent some pictures of the 73 Scramp and his girlfriend's 73 Valiant together. I didn't get to watch that video yet. Guys, if you haven't watched it, Tanner of Vintage Adventure Drives just made a video with his Scamp and his girlfriend's Valiant. And one's red and one's blue, his and hers. And I don't know what the video's about because I didn't watch it. Sorry. I've been watching dumber videos about dumber things. Support your local YouTuber. Moparquet Don't Play is here. Hi, Moparquet! Moparquet makes YouTube videos too. And all kinds of internet comment for all kinds of people. Grown-ups and adults and also everyone. Get your motor running. Oscar Walton said they all copied the Galaxy. Yeah, it seems like they're not very creative people in the automotive industry, doesn't it? They all kind of look the same. And like 3 years later, they come out with a new design and then they all look the same again. It's terrible. Terrible. Because currently they all look the same. And I was listening to some music from like 2025 pop music remix, you know, like all the mix, all the music sounds the same. And it's always been that way. You know, there's just like a vibe, and then like after a year or so, everybody sounds like the same, different words, but the same melody. It's crazy. And then a couple years later, it's all different, but it all sounds the same difference. Cars are that way too. Tanner says that she was only upset that he spun the tires without her in the car. Oh, okay. Tavo is here. Granddad Junk is asking him how he's doing. Tim is here. Welcome, Tim, the sorcerer. Tim the enchanter. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but hi, Tim. Tanner also watches dumb things about dumb stuff also. That's right. Sometimes I just want to have mindless entertainment, stuff that I am not invested in and don't have to think about. But it has to be the right dumb. It can't just be dumb. I don't like that. Okay. D-Man says the 66 Ambassador had a 232 cubic inch, which is a 3.8 liter inline six, as well as the 287 and 327 cubic inch V8s. Yeah, and the 327 AMC would have been a completely different engine from the Chevy 327. Everything was different about it except for the numbers 327. Let's see. Oh, people were talking and I'm not keeping up. The Gulf of Hormuz. Mr. Burlock says, as a side point, Ben Alameda consulted for the U.S. Air Force Predator drone engine. Oh, I'll be darned. That's cool. Vintage Adventure says the music I play sounds like nothing else. I have a very unique playing style. Yeah, that's true. You do. That's good stuff. Hippie Long says new cars are guided by aerodynamics. Hence, they look very similar. Yes, and that changed this overall styling of cars quite a bit when they went to the aerodynamic research instead of just somebody squishing some clay. Barracuda asked where Buff is at. He didn't really say where he was going, but I'm guessing he had to take a break to the lodge. Dean says birds are guided by aerodynamics and look different. We've got some learning to do. That's right. We've got some splaining to do. Luis says there was a 66 Dodge Charger in Rugrats Go Wild. That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Can I get back in? Are you scooted way over here?
Vintage says AMC had their own 360 and 390, not to be confused with Mopar or Ford. I know, they were just stealing everybody else's numbers. What's that about?
Well, Pontiac did it. They had a 421. They started calling it a 428 because Ford had a 428 and Chevy had a 427.
Hippie Long says birds look the same unless pimply feathers like Pontiacs. There's no such, this is the hot take, there's no such thing as birds. They're just dinosaurs with feathers in disguise.
Oh, you have pictures of that. You could go to the dyno room and show that.
That's right.
You want to go to the dyno room? Who wants to go to the dyno room?
The dyno room.
While I'm downloading pictures.
Clearly, those are just birds without feathers. That's why people got it all wrong. There's no such thing as dinosaurs. They were just bigger birds. And some
Isn't
of them
that
didn't
what
have
soaring?
feathers.
Soaring. That means they're.
And most of those birds The feathers burned up when that volcano erupted. That's why there's not so
I
many
guess dinosaurs
in the
had.
fossil record.
Didn't they have hollow bones, or some of them did? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they were just big birds. People get all funny. They just want to. It's just so scientists can get
Okay.
funding to do more science,
Okay,
archaeology, or whatever.
I downloaded more pictures.
Archaeology is just highfalutin grave robbery.
And these are from, oh, I forgot who they're from. Oh, this is Mexican.
Dean says it's the halitosis room because this dinosaur has bad breath. See?
Jeez.
It's the halitosis.
I wonder what that animal sounded like. I wonder if his voice was so deep we couldn't hear it.
Maybe.
Outside our
That's probably it.
capability of our ears.
Well, you got a break, and now I want a break. Can I have a
Dean
break
Stevenson calling a 336, a 326. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Well, it sounded right because the Chevy had a 327.
That's
Yeah,
right.
take a break.
They were just piggybacking off of Chevy.
Member Mo Parquet is here. Good evening. Okay, and we have Mexican Spec sent this 66 Grand Prix in. And I'm not sure what the relevance is. Is this a car that you have available, or is this just a car? This is not just a car. This is a pretty nice car. And it looks very much like the 66 Catalinas and Bonnevilles, except I think the back window, the whole back part of the top, I think is different. Hey, and Tavo's here. Good evening. And stay tuned to Moto. Good evening. How are you? Okay. Well, what happened? This Kiwi closed up probably. I am going to try to... Oh, yeah, here we go. More of the Grand Prix. This is the best looking 66 car. Yeah, I know Mexican Spec really likes a 66 Grand Prix. I don't know. They're pretty nice. But there's a lot of good cars in 66. I mean, to me, the Tornado and the Tornado's really good. Dodge Charger's good. Dodge Monaco's good. Even the big Plymouths were good. I don't know. They're all so many good cars in 66. But I gotta agree, this is pretty nice. Yeah, look at the wheels on this with the bolts that are way out there. So, Tanner says, hey, Mo Parquet, how's it going? I got a girlfriend, so I've been busy the past few weeks. Okay. Hippie Long says, I like the 66 2+2 more. Oh, did you see Jay Leno driving a 67 2+2 around? It was a black one. I really like 67s, but he had a 67 2+2 he was driving around this week. Pretty cool. And a pretty nice one. Man, pretty nice one. And it had a manual transmission in it, and they pulled the 4-speed out and put a Tremec 6-speed in it, which he said made it a lot nicer. Well, and it was geared. I'm gonna go watch Jay Leno's 67 2+2. He can tell the story. Pretty good story. Very good. I had a 4-cylinder engine derived from the Holden 6-cylinder engine. Really? I didn't know they did that. Well, Parquet says, hope she is the one for you. So anyway, I'm going to move on. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the taillights. Yeah, that's what made this look really good. Those almost hidden taillights. That did look good. Yeah, and Mexican Spec said he always thought the 2+2 was front and rear buckets, hence the name 2+2. You're probably right. I had a 67, but mine is a Catalina, and of course it had a bench seat across it. But I like two-door, those big two-door 67. I like these big two-door Pontiacs. The 67 I like, but I like these two. Well, Parquet, I've been great working on the Duster, and my son's graduating 2nd grade with straight A's all year. Good.
Woohoo! Congratulations. once again.
C.D. Burlock says he saw a field with tons of cars, $250 US dollars per car, no parts picking allowed. And yeah, stuff in Canada, a lot of stuff gets kind of rusty up there, but so you got to be kind of careful. That's one thing about Mexican cars. I mean, unless somebody drove them on the beach or brought them from somewhere else, they're usually not so rusty or zero rust.
I saw you were
Tavo.
working on your grill, okay? Were you just cleaning it up, or did it? What'd you do to it?
Let's not talk about the Misfire 4. I don't know what that is. Is that the one that some name they called that 4-cylinder? Mostly Mopar. I currently have 366 Furies, 2 big block, and one 318 Poly. Man, I have a 318 Poly. I don't know what I'm going to put it in yet. What happened? You take your
Contact
contacts you
lenses.
were getting to you, huh?
Yeah. They like me even with my
Oh,
contacts.
and Mexican Spec says Jay's car had a rear bench. Oh yeah, and it's still 2+2. I guess you could put a person in the middle, sit on the hard spot where the tunnel is.
Oh, you got a new grill, Mopar K. Nice.
When we were at what was the name of the place? WAF Racing on Saturday. There was a guy in there. Oh, it's the guy. This Kim got the shirt from Mopar Connection.
Oh yeah.
He had a 1970 Plymouth C-body, full-size Plymouth Fury 3 convertible.
Yeah.
And that car looked brand new.
It was pretty.
Man, what a nice car.
Nice paint.
It was almost over-restored because it had a good clear coat on it. So they really didn't look that good when they were new. That was an exceptionally good-looking car. 440. He reached in and started just like perfect sounding cam, just a little bit more than stock.
Man, it rumbled.
Kind of rubber. It was just such a nice car.
The whole building was rumbling.
I'm missing. I'm sorry. I'm missing. I'm not keeping up with the chat, so I'm going to back up for a second. Oscar Walton. Modern cars have to meet certain safety standards. Headlights have to be in the hood. Has to have certain angles. So if you hit anyone, it wouldn't kill them. As a result, they all look alike. Well, there's an exception to that, and that is, Elon Musk got a free pass on that. He didn't have to pass that on a Cybertruck, so they never had to pass that on the Cybertruck. You just gotta
because money.
I don't know why, but you can guess why. But anyway, so the Cybertruck is full of sharp edges and you can walk by one of those things and get lacerated just bumping into it. I wouldn't want to get hit by one. Fisher Boy says, the first truck I ever drove was a 90 Mazda truck. Good on gas mileage. Yeah, Mazdas. My Mazda, I had a Mazda 6. It was, even with E10 alcohol fuel, it was 37, 38 miles a gallon. That was great. You put 100% gasoline in it, always get 41. And that's just running at like 70, 75 miles an hour. I wasn't taking it easy. If you took it easy, you'd do even better than that. I got it up close to 50 one time by keeping it right about 55 to 58 miles an hour for a while. And I got it up. I was trying to get it up to 50 miles a gallon, and it was really close. But who wants to do that? I didn't want to drive that slow. What's this Barracuda? I know of the reputation of that motor, Tavo, but honestly, I had a good run out of mine in a VC Commodore, and the only thing that went wrong was a broken alternator bracket. I like cars where you don't have much go wrong. I had a PT Cruiser, which everybody lays the hate on those things, had 155,000 miles on it when my kid wrecked it. But before then, I had to put a couple of batteries in it. I had to put a couple of sets of tires on it. I had to put a clutch in it. It was a 5-speed, and I had to put a clutch in it, which is reasonable, and a timing belt because that was a time change item. But I think that's all I had to do to that car in 155,000 miles. That's, to me, that's pretty much amazing. Okay, the blinkers. No one told me the front and back have to both have bulbs for the blinkers to work. Oh yeah. You take one out and then you know. The thing is, you have one bulb burn out, you'll know it because the system doesn't work.
Yeah, the same thing will happen if you put LED
Oh,
bulbs in because it won't draw enough current to trigger the blinker.
LEDs draw so little current that nothing works quite right. So you have to get a different flasher unit that has a ground on it, and it works somehow. So there's enough load that it works. And so that we had to do that on my car. Man, it's so nice going down the road. I know Mexican Spec doesn't like them. I don't have them in the headlights because I don't want to blind everybody. But the as far as the brake lights and the flashers and all that stuff, man, they are even in the daytime, they are like a new car.
Nice
Just
and bright.
not little terrible lights.
And,
That and the other
and they
thing
don't
is
dim when you're at idle and then get bright when you rev the engine.
the other thing was we took the those taillights all apart. Kim took one of them fell apart, so we had to have it apart. And it was all full of mud and dirt and everything. So she took the rest of them apart, cleaned all that mud and dirt out from the inside. Man, that brightened them up a bunch too. So, between cleaning them from the inside and putting the LEDs in them, man, it's when I turn on my flash or something, my turn signal, I know everybody behind me is aware that I'm turning. Or if I step on the brakes, I know they see it. And I do like that. Timing belt job on a PT. That's reason enough to get rid of it. Yeah, it was not a fun job. The clutch, what happened with the clutch was, God, I don't remember how many miles. It had like 130 on it, something like that. But it got so when you push the clutch pedal in, you hold it down, and the cards start to move. So it's hydraulic clutch, and what would happen is it's leaking hydraulic fluid somewhere. But you can't replace the master cylinder or the slave cylinder or the individual parts. It's a kit. You get the whole thing already bled. You got to install the whole stupid thing, which I really dislike that because you're replacing parts you don't need to replace. And then, it had a lot of miles on it. So it's like, let's just put a clutch in it, So, so we did the whole thing.
Buddy says most people who bitch about cars not lasting don't do maintenance on them. Well, yeah. Or they're the second or third owner behind someone who did inappropriate maintenance on them. A lot of times that's a case.
And then Tahoe says you can get load resistors to put in line to make LEDs flash. Yeah, that's one way to do it. I just prefer to use the instead of putting a bunch of resistors in.
Yeah, you have to do that on every light if you're going to do that. But if you get one of those LED flashers, they're not that expensive. You have to add one ground to the system under the dash where the flasher is, and then everything works.
Everything works.
And it doesn't matter what kind of bulb you use anywhere. You can have a combination of LED and not LED, and it works just fine. So it's actually a pretty simple way to solve the problem. That's not too expensive. You don't have to cut into the wiring system at every outlet.
The only thing I don't like about this taillight is I think it should have gone all the way across. But it's just, it looks like it goes all the way across, but they fake out. It's just out at the tips.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying, y'all. Yeah, okay. Hey, we're all like that.
It's a learning thing. Like the thing with the LED flasher.
The first time we ran into the LED flasher, I knew people put resistors in them. And I was talking to Kim about it. She goes, I think there's another way to do this. And it was on the Valiant. So she did it differently. And it worked so well. It's like my car, then we knew what to do.
But it didn't work the first time we did it. We had to fiddle until we figured out how to make it work. And then we had a good plan that was very repeatable and predictable and simple. But it took a bunch of farting around and buying parts and replacing parts. And
CD Burlot says, my cars die due to neglect. I've had a few like that. And I had one. I let it go too long between oil changes just because I was being an idiot. I didn't care about it. And it failed. It was a 283 Chevy, so I replaced it with a 327. Let's see here. C. Burlock says, my Panda Loans ad, Kim. He's getting some points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get 2 points.
And then
Thank
Fisher
you.
Boy says, I got an ad for TikTok for glasses.
TikTok?
For
Glasses?
Oh, why do they put this so
Well, you get 2
tight?
points, Fisher Boy.
This is so tight.
That's so it doesn't leak.
Must have made a lot of money for Holden, being made from July 78 till 86 for the NZ VK Commodore 4. I didn't know they ever put a 4-cylinder in a Commodore. That seems like a big car for a 4-cylinder.
Mopar cases have heard about the LED flasher with a ground thing. We've talked about it before, and most other people who have done lighting on older cars have probably talked about it, because that's just something that you learn.
Hippie Long says he also wants LED on the license plate and backup lights. I didn't do the license plate yet, but mine has 2 license plate lights. I've thought about doing it, but it's just something I haven't got to. But the backup lights are really nice, man. I put it in reverse, and they're pretty nice, bright light back there.
I like the LED lights too, because they seem to be pretty. Since they're not like a filament bulb, they're like more resistant to like bumping and bumping around. They don't like just go out if you bump them, you know.
Oh, an
They're
interior.
pretty good.
My interior lights are all jacked up. So
Mine
there's
too.
when you open the door, there's a little thing there with a button. Well, that thing's broken and it's pushed down inside the A-pillar. So I'm gonna have to fish that out.
We got to steal
figure that
a
out.
switch off of the parts car.
Yeah, if it has one.
I think it does.
So yeah, that's annoyance.
It's always the driver door, because it takes the most abuse, because it gets open and closed and open and closed and open and closed and open and closed. There's always problems with driver doors.
Look at this.
Handles and winders and hinges and buttons and latches. It's all.
This would be a nice thing to look at while you're driving down the road. Air conditioning duct up on top. I like that. Does this have a crotch cooler? Mexican Spec will know what I'm talking
some
about.
kind of Pontiac. It's a 66 Pontiac.
It's
What?
66 Pontiac Grand Prix. See, a lot of GM cars, right under the steering column, they had an air conditioning outlet. Everybody called it the crotch cooler, because that's right where it blows. Man, that keep you cool. But I can't see it on this one. Don't know if it has it. Oh, we'll be able to see here. It does not.
Mopar K says she won't forget that one.
Oh, it has
helps.
has one there and it has one there.
Oh yeah, it does. Top and bottom. Sometimes it helps to just like, you've heard that there's an issue, and then if you're working on that thing, you're like, I know that there's something that I have to look up. There's something that I don't know about this that I have to look up. But if you just like don't know, you never heard about it, then you don't even know what to search for.
Imagine buying this new. Man, I remember when the 66s came out, I didn't really have any appreciation for this. You know what it was? We didn't have a Pontiac dealer in Brookings, South Dakota. Sadly. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Mopar K says, I'm not paying a shop, not a chance in heck. It's hard to find a place that you can trust with a older car, because that's the thing. Mechanics, they think they know everything. They're working on Hondas, and then you bring in this car, and they're like, I can fix that. I know everything. Them are easy. They don't know nothing. I wouldn't pretend to know something about new cars, because I just know a little bit of stuff.
Well, to us, a new car is our '08 Jeep, and you'll dive right into that with the OBD2.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
And you'll figure it out. And you always have.
I don't like to work on other people's cars, because I'm just guessing. I'm just poking and hoping a little bit. Like, I'll plug the thing in, and then it says oxygen sensor thing, or throttle position sensor error, and then I'll poke around till I find something that doesn't seem right. Mopar K says she's got her eye out for Jamie. Shh, I hope Jamie can make it again. He says he wants to come. I don't know, though. It's a long trip. Gas is expensive. I don't know. His channel's doing really well this year. Maybe he'll be able to. But I'm sure he's got other...
Who sent this? Please tell me. Please put your names on here so I know who sent stuff.
Yeah.
This one. Oh,
I'm sure
here's.
he's got other
He says.
invitations this
He
year.
says this is the limo that would be mine if I were president. I don't know. You know what? We're coming up close. Oh, that's the resolution's pretty bad on that. It's a '57 Chevy, I think. You know what's coming up pretty soon? Driving that Corvette. I want to drive that C8 Corvette Z06. Coming up in June. What is this, Braden?
Yeah,
Braden, what'd you send me?
See, that interferes with us doing Power Tour.
Braden, what'd you send me?
Peppers.
Peppers? Do we do peppers?
No, you could just skip the peppers if you want. You can do them or not do them.
I'll download one of them. He sent me like
a whole email full of peppers.
21 pictures of different kinds of peppers. I don't understand why, but I'll show one of them. Not showing all of them. Types of peppers. There we go. Isn't there one of these? It's the name of a car, the Porsche Cayenne. Is it here? Is that the ghost pepper? Yeah. Eat one of those. Okay, so
Dean Stevens says it's okay to be humble. I learn a lot more if I'm humble. I just say, I've never worked on one of these, or I owned one of these one time 15 years ago, and I only had problems with, I did brakes on it.
I don't know.
You know
if
what I mean?
That or not.
Like when cars are new, they have different problems than when they get older. So there's always new things to learn. You know what I mean? Like my car, my Dodge Dart, it's a 1966 model. The problems they had when they were new are very different than the problems that we're dealing with now. Now we're dealing with parts supply issues and wiring that's so old that it's literally falling apart under the dash issues and, animal damage issues. It's different stuff, different every day that goes by. There's different stuff to learn, and if you're willing to be humble and say, like, I think I know what I'm doing, or I just have to be humble enough to listen. You can learn some stuff.
What
Chrysler
is this?
Plymouth.
It's a Chrysler Plymouth dealer with a tower. Man, you can put a CB antenna on top of that. And then
I don't remember what Tanner said he was going to bring. There's Tanner.
There's Tanner.
And that I'm guessing that's his girlfriend. Did he say what her name was?
No, he hasn't said anything. Here we are. Okay,
He's bringing the race scamp.
I was working on it earlier today, and it's almost ready for the strip.
Awesome.
I don't know if he's going to say strip or trip. Strip. That tower is in Bristow, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the wind goes whipping down the plains. Good stuff.
I got stuck in the other end of Oklahoma one time for a little while. Weather. The girlfriend is named Shelby. Oh, that's easy to remember. She like Fords? I guess Shelby did some Chryslers too. But that's a shock tower. See what you can read what she wrote.
I see it there. Mobarka says, being humble is what got me through learning the Duster. Admitting to myself and everyone I struggle, but can get through anything on the car because I have. That's right. I mean, if you have a persistent attitude, you say, I don't know how to do this, but I can learn. Or saying, like, I think I know what I'm doing, but if it seems like I'm missing something, let me know in the comments. People like that. The thing about doing social media that I've seen is people either want to see an expert teach them how something is done and share their expert experience so they can learn, or they want somebody to be humble enough to listen and then they can share on the experience of creation. And like, that's what we do in the shop is we're working on something, we'll say the things that we don't know, but people will say things and we try and incorporate it. And it's been very good for us. We've learned a ton, and it allows people to feel like they're helping, they're being a part of.
I like what Tanner
Mopar
says,
case as a car girl. Yay. That's right. I think
Tanner,
Tanner's dating the car
Tanner
and it
says,
comes with a
she
girl.
introduces herself as, my name is Shelby, like the car.
Like the car. Yeah, that would make it I mean, I would think that that would be an easy name to remember. World of Woodchips says I dated a girl that liked Fords once. You only dated her one? You went on one date with her?
Well, you know something about Kim. She likes Mopars, but then she works on my Ford product, and like partway through it, I said, "So what do you think of working on a Ford?" She goes, "It's okay."
It's
trying
different.
trying to make you into a Ford person. Well, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm not a Ford person. I've had a lot of Fox bodies over the years, and I'm comfortable with them. I like them, you know, but that doesn't mean I'm only a Ford person.
She bought the car to match yours? That
What?
seems like stalker behavior.
Oh,
Cool.
here we go.
Uh-oh. That emergency vehicle needs assistance from an emergency vehicle.
Jet, can you call an ambulance?
Yikes.
Well, it's like the story I tell all the time. Like, I had a friend years ago, and she drove an ambulance, and they used to have to, you know, it was backed in, so they'd pull it out, and it was kind of downhill out of the garage where they kept it, and part of the pre-check, whatever I'd call it, a pre-flight in an airplane, they go through and they check a bunch of stuff. One of the things is they step on the parking brake, and they make sure that it doesn't roll. It's part of the check. Well, one time they had it nosed in, so they pulled out, and it was a little bit backing downhill. Well, you know how well parking brakes hold going backwards. They don't always hold real well. So she checked the parking brake, and she got run over by the ambulance, and it went all the way down the parking lot and hit something, not going real fast because the brake was somewhat set. So then they put her in the ambulance, took her to the hospital because she had a broken leg. Ran over herself with her own ambulance. Man, yeah, this doesn't look good. How did this happen? Oh, geez.
Oh, poor thing.
It's a Ford. It's only a car. No longer interested in entertaining the ladies. Everyone in my past dared to use the phrase, it's only a car. Okay, I think I have to. Oh, there's more. Oh, no. Kim would probably buy that thing. She's bought two cars that have been on fire.
I mean, there's still lots of good parts.
There's still lots of good parts. Yeah, like a front spring that might not be overheated, and
Well, the things on the other side could be
yeah, the
good
things on the
still.
other side. Whatever that
The rear
box,
suspension is all still good.
those lights up above there on the box, and
Yeah.
that's a mess, man.
I
Oh,
can't
geez.
believe the way the door is melted. Is it
We were
aluminum or plastic?
we were driving the truck back from being surfaced. It got all new filters, and the fuel line popped loose. There was a line of diesel for a half mile behind us.
Wonderful.
So somebody left something loose. That spring up front was completely gone. Yeah, I bet. Got hot. Oh man. Yeah, that messed up its value.
Tanner says that's the side I was sitting on. Yeah, I'll bet you that was an exciting few moments before you were out.
So did you get out the
Yikes.
driver's side? Oh, look, it's got an antenna on the roof. Might be good.
Probably not. Tabo says that spring is just mild steel now. Now, that's right. Josh Homan says it's ironic because an emergency vehicle is having an emergency.
Who's this? I already showed these. Who is this? Fisher Boy. You send in the same stuff twice? Oh, maybe not. There's one of them's twice, but I don't know. I'll show it. That looks like somebody may have done that, or it may be AI.
Mm,
And this he already showed. And this, oh, I remember these things.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
This is a thing that has a fifth wheel, so they could carry, instead of running a pickup truck, they ran one of these things. You put 4 or 5, 6 people in it, and you could pull a fifth wheel trailer. This was a real popular thing for a while.
Pole Barn Garage had one of these, didn't they?
I don't remember.
It was like a year ago.
That was the second time that particular shop serviced our truck, and a fuel line popped off.
Ooh.
And, well,
I'm glad no one was hurt, Tanner.
hang on. What are these? I gotta go back for a second. Okay. So, this is stuff from Fisher Boy. I don't know if I'm gonna show it. I don't know exactly what this is. He says last day of school pictures. Last day of school pictures.
From who?
From Fisher Boy.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations on being out of school. You're going to be enjoying your summer. You're young enough that you probably don't have to have much of a summer job, so enjoy it before it gets all
Well,
adulting.
somebody's behind me.
I don't think we're allowed to put up pictures of other people's children. I don't know who these kids are.
Okay, we'll click out of that.
Thank you for sending us the pictures, but we're not allowed to really.
It's a class. We'll say it's a class. It's not individual kids.
Yeah, we're not giving out anybody's names or
That's right.
showing video of people's kids.
You could walk downtown and you'd see that. So,
yeah, it's just a photograph.
Let's see.
Oh, Wendy's here. Hi, Wendy.
And I have a bunch more from Buddy Carfano that I'm going to start showing. Oh, this is a picture. This is a picture. He sent the same picture that I downloaded. There you go.
Toronado.
Yep. 66 Toronado. One of my favorites.
Did we already look at Mexican Specs pictures?
He sent that black Grand Prix, that black 66 Grand Prix.
Okay.
That was the only one he sent. And this is a 67. I don't know why it's 67, but it's 67.
Oh, it's a Mercury.
Mercury, which means it came probably from Canada.
Oh, it's only one of 6 made.
And it's a 4-door, which is really unusual for back then.
Yes, it is.
And vintage is taken off. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for sending some pictures. What is this one? Oh, this is pretty cool. This is a Buddy Carfano one. What is that? It's got some resolution issues.
It sure
maybe
does.
Maybe you can back it out a little bit.
Looks a little better.
It's kind of like a Ute.
It is a Ute. It's truck-like. Oscar says it's a Centurion.
Oh. Look at this. Buddy Carfano sent this in. Buddy, we have this picture somewhere.
That's right. We did some frame repair and welding on our car.
Yeah, it's not a bad looking
That video
car,
has 23 likes. If you want to see a video about my 66 Dodge Dart, this one is from October of 2024.
Oh, here's another one. 66, similar to yours, but it's a Plymouth version. Man, I snagged the picture the other day, but it's on the other computer back there. So, just on Google Maps or on Google Street View, and it was I think it was a 63 Dart, but it had a Valiant nose on it, which is kind of strange.
Tavo said there was text below that Ute that might have said what it was.
Oh, well, let's go back to that. See if I can find that. Oh,
Look how shiny my car looks.
okay.
Can you scroll down? Aussie Mopar
Right-hand drive, 1966.
Plymouth Wayfarer.
Plymouth Wayfarer. That's not a 66.
Doesn't look like it now.
Yeah, it says 66, but
Lies.
that is much older than 66.
Yeah.
Who knows what year that is?
I don't know. That looks like it's
Or
from,
about what year. They don't go by year model, but they might know about
looks like
when
it's
that
from
was
the
built.
40s, right?
Early 50s, something like that, yeah.
Early 50s.
Scroll out and says the van truck thingy is called a Centurion.
Oh, right. The van one is called a Centurion. I remember.
He's asking Mexican spec left. Sometimes he takes a break and then he's back. So I don't know. He may have wanted to get something to eat or who knows what. 66 Cadillac Calais Superior Ambulance.
Well, Mexican spec likes
It's
the
Mexican
ambulances.
spec should be here for this. Mexican spec, you're gonna like this car.
Don't shout at him. He's fine.
Well, the 66 was especially, I don't know, I kind of like the front end on the 66. We'll come back to that if he goes out.
Nope, he missed it. That's
He
it.
missed it, that's it.
You'll have to catch it on the replay. That's all there is.
Oh, and here's another one he'll like. Oh, this one I like even better, but it's a 69. Oh, he'll like that, I think. I don't know if I like the 69 nose, but that's okay. Bunky Knudsen. Oh, what's this one? Oh, that's a 70. Yeah, I like the 70 much better. Yeah, Talos says definitely not a 66 Wayfarer. Man, you're like overheated tonight. Oh, and then here we have a 66 that's in disassembly. Can you?
Disassembly is a convertible.
It's supposed to be like that.
It's gonna be all grainy. I can just tell.
Talos says.
Oh, no, that's not bad.
Talos says you use Cadillacs for ambulances. We used F-100s. You know, I remember when I was a kid, that they were all Cadillacs. Every once in a while, you'd see a Pontiac. Every once in a while, but mostly they were Cadillacs. And then they started getting these box vans, which to me looked like a motorhome. You know, what you'd call a caravan. But that really made sense once I learned what they were. You know. So there's more. Oh man. This is Fisher Boy just sent in a ton of pictures. I'm downloading them.
Tavo says, "Don't open the other two doors. It'll fold up." No.
It looks like it'll fold up. Looks like it'll sag in the middle.
Well, that's the next step of the transformation.
You open up the other
It
two
all goes
doors.
down and then it folds in half. This way you can actually fit it in your garage.
You open up the other side and then you can never close the doors again
No,
because they
it's
don't
power.
fit. Okay, so I'm going to close all these. Mexican spec lost his chance. Oh, maybe I can just bring this. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You can't bring that back. You can never come back.
Okay, so now.
That's the Centurion.
Oops. There. I want to get rid of that. There. Okay, so this is
Car.
from Fisher Boy.
Is it a Chevy?
That's a 62 Chevy, what they call the bubble top, which is pretty cool. I had a friend that had one of these. It was just about that color. It was a real light yellow. It had a 327 in it, and he had that in high school, and I had a 64 Ford.
Good night, Luis.
Oh, why is that so big? Can you make it smaller? That is, do you know what that is?
Volvo?
That's an NSU R080. That was a German car that had a rotary engine. It was one of the very first cars you could buy with a rotary engine in it.
Oh.
I remember these things. I thought they were really cool because they had a rotary engine.
Mexican Spec says he was on a break when we showed the professional cars.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll go back and show some. Maybe I'll have to bring them back up.
Mexican Spec has seen cars.
Okay. So here we have a 65 Chevelle. And here we have a...
There's the
Oh, it's a
Batman.
66. It's a Batmobile. And a 62 Dodge, which some people don't like them. And when they came out, I thought that front end was so ugly. And within a couple of years, I was really liking it. I don't know why. It just like started to grow on me. And yeah. And there we have either a 59 or a 60 Corvette. I don't know which is which. 58s I know because 58s had some fake louvers on the hood. 59s and 60s did not. Other than that, I can't really tell them apart. Tavo says 66 Ford Futura. Actually, I think it was a 56, 55 or 56 Futura they made into the Batmobile. But I said 66 because the Batmobile really was done in 66 and the show was in 66. What is that? That's that ugly Chrysler thing. That hurts my eyes. Does anybody like that? Nope. Tell me what's going on with that back window.
I don't know. They tried everything and it still looks horrible. But then they came out with this, and it's better.
And I'm trying to get the resolution a little bit better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That resolution's not very good, but 68 Charger is probably one of my favorite cars. Man, you want to know what my favorite cars are? 66 or 68 Chargers right there, right up there. The 67, 8, and 9 Barracuda, the fastbacks. Man, those were nice. The Tornados, 66 Tornados, but they're really complicated. You know, it's not big, heavy, complicated car. So I like simpler stuff. Man, those 67 through 9 Barracudas pretty good. Just an A-body GM car that looked good, you know. Yeah, that's a 61 Lincoln. Yeah, I noticed that Charger had some kind like UK. Was that UK license plates? I noticed it was something else. Okay, I'm going back to see what else is there. Wood chip. Wood chip sent something. I'm going to see what Wood chip sent. Where is it? It doesn't seem to show up. What happened? Oh, there it is.
Lester Saber asks what was wrong with the tail on that Charger. And Barracuda says, I remember looking at a VG Valiant hardtop at a car yard in Brisbane. It had been turned into a convertible. I couldn't open the door. It was binding against the rear quarter panel. Yeah, you can't cut the top off of a Valiant. That wouldn't go. That would be bad. You need the structure there.
Lester Saber says, what's wrong with the Charger? Let's see if I can get back to that. I don't even know if that thing's a Charger. Some kind of a Chrysler thing. It's this. This is some kind of concept vehicle or something. And I see how the windows went back into like a little bubble point thing. And then the window in the back. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, what were they doing? This whole thing is like an exercise in... I think they gave a whole team of people that weren't a team. They were more like a crowd, you know, and they each did a part. I don't know what.
Homer Simpson car.
I don't know what that's all about. Okay, back to this is what Wood Chip's latest picture.
Oh, Fisher Boy got an ad for Google Gemini. You get 2 points.
Now see what happened here. I clicked out of the ads, and people still got ads.
They don't care.
I'm sorry. Even when I click out of them.
It's going to show the ads, and they need the money.
Well, I got email about that. So.
They got to pay for the AI data centers somehow. Lester LeSabre says no, the green one.
Oh, the green one? Oh, I'll go back to that one.
Tavo says it was just a shadow.
Shadow.
Whose motorcycle is this?
Wood chip.
Oh, thank you, Chip.
Oh, yeah, there's some kind of light reflection or something on the back. Makes it look like it's tapered down more than it is. Yeah, it's a reflection.
Okay. Hey, hi.
Okay. So, and Fisher Boy has sent in, I think, a record number of
Is that a
pictures.
Harley Davidson dirt bike?
Might be a dirt bike now. It's on the dirt. So I don't know why we're getting these. Fisher Boy sending in a 64 Oldsmobile. And oh, what is this? I should know what that is. Isn't that a Maserati? I'm trying to remember what that is.
I don't know. It looks a little bit like a Datsun, but the headlights are obviously very different.
And a 1960 Chevrolet. And that's that thing from that weird car. That's from the back. Just, I don't know. Designed by a committee.
Just what you want is a car that the whole
And I have
has to open up.
no idea what that is other than it's some kind of concept vehicle. Hey, when you send these in, tell me what they are. No, and of course, 68 Cougar. Oh, now I can start showing 67 Cougars. Okay. I always really like the 68, 69 Cuda. Everyone else seems to like the 70s. Yeah, you know what I really like about the 67, 68, 69, the fastback. I don't like the little notchback Barracudas, but the fastback ones I think look really good, and it's a very simple A-body, just like a Valiant or a Dart. But it looks really good, and it's pretty cool stuff. And Buddy Carafano says, how about 1996 next week? Ooh, 1996. That seems really new to me. But then somebody like Braden or somebody like Fisher Boy, that probably seems really old.
That's an antique car.
So maybe we should do that. What's anybody think?
Can you even get parts for a car from 1996?
I don't know. You've got 1995 and 1996 cars, don't you? Oh, yours are 85 and 86.
Yeah, they're not that new. No, that's not true. I have a 1994 pickup truck and a 1999 pickup truck, so they're kind of similar to that.
Oh, World of Woodchip says, you cut off my head. Oh, let's see. If I did, I'm sorry. I got to go back through these.
Can't believe you would cut off someone's head.
Head, right here?
Zoom in.
What, back there? Is that you back there?
Yeah. It's the only person there.
Of course, I zoom in that far. The
picture's all distorted.
Yeah, it starts getting kind of grainy, but is that you?
Allegedly.
Okay, Josh Holman says sounds good. I assume that's a second on the 1996.
Okay, 1996 it is next week.
Oh man, 96. What was I doing in 96? Oh, I gotta look. I need a preview. I'm going to preview this. 1996. You know, it's funny. I think that's too new, and then I can't remember what they look like. Oh, why didn't I do that? Oh, that's when all the Ford, what you call them?
We'll drag it over there so that we can all see what
Just a minute. I'm looking to see something good if there's something good here I want to show. Man, 96. Yeah, the Ford Taurus. Oh, here's a 96 car that's good. Let's see if I can download it. Let's see here. Save images. Yes. Oh, I can. Okay, we'll get a preview for next week, because I couldn't even remember Got to get through these again. There's a preview for 96. That was really something in 96. They sounded weird, but they were fast.
Is that a Camaro?
A Camaro. Kim, that's a Mopar. What is that, Kim?
Probably a Viper.
It's a Viper. You're just giving me a hard time.
Didn't Hoovy just buy one of these?
Hoovy? I don't know. He buys all kinds of crazy stuff.
April was dancing around talking about how excited she was about it.
I don't know. He had an engine mess with his 1955 Mercedes Gullwing.
Well, that's why he had to buy a new something else.
So how many of you have driven one of these? I have never driven one. A friend of mine in South Dakota I talked to a few years ago, and he says, oh yeah, it's quite a car. He goes, but compared to a Corvette, crude and uncomfortable. And I go, is it really? He goes, yes, crude and uncomfortable, but it sure is fun. I said, okay. It's got the bumps there for your head, so your head has a little more room so you don't smash it into the roof. Yep, it's a V10. Yeah, it's like, what is it, like 488 cubic inches or something? I forget. The first ones were smaller. The engines got bigger. They grew as the years went on. 96 was the only year we got the Taurus down under. Ford did a marketing exercise with it. It's an idea to replace the Falcon. It flopped massively, and the Falcon lived on. Yeah, and here the Taurus took off, man. There was a Taurus and the Mercury Sable, and I had a Taurus and several Sables and Sable wagons and another Taurus. And yeah, they were okay. Fisher Boy says he rode in one. I score out in 8, have a 96 Ram, and I've had no issues finding parts. Well, that's good to hear.
The Ram trucks are wildly popular. They're as common as grass in a yard.
That's
so
right.
They have to have parts for them everywhere all the time. That's good.
CD Burlock. That's right. 8 liter first year. And I think they got bigger. First time I saw a Viper in person, I was amazed. Low. Amazed
how low it is.
You know, if any of you watch Steve Leto, the lawyer that does stuff, he's got a Viper, a really low mile, older Viper, a red one, and he's got a Cobra kit car that he had somebody build. So he likes that kind of stuff, but he's taken people for rides, camera, taken us for rides in the Viper before. So I guess if you could consider that as a ride, I've ridden in a Viper, but only on Steve Leto's show.
Tabo says, I believe they sold the last stocks of the Taurus in the late 97. And in 96, he said that they were trying to sell them to replace the Falcon, but it flopped. Interesting. Well, we'll talk about more history from 1996, from the late 1990s.
Yeah, so I gave a little preview, which I usually don't do.
The late 1990s. All the way back in the 1990s.
So we've been here 2 hours and 13 minutes.
That's
we
enough.
Figured out what we're doing next week.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Thank you, everyone, for being here, for sending pictures, for commenting, for watching. We do this every week on Tuesday night in front of our magical green screen. I have been Kim of Kim Fixes Things. He has been Buff Del Campo.
I was going to say something about this comment. Buddy Carafano says he liked the light up Sable grill because the Sable had a white light all the way across and then the headlights were out on the ends. You know what I did to mine? I replaced them all with amber lights. So that thing was amber in the middle. And so I could see my car, because my former wife would drive it, I could see that car coming miles away. I got, that's my car. But I think it showed up better with the amber. because it looked like running late. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so we're done. We'll see it. Thank you. You've made
Oh,
it to
and
the
Tim
end.
just
I'm awarding you
Tim
three.
just got here.
No, he's been here.
Oh, he's been
I saw
here?
him come
Okay.
in an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
You get 3 additional points for stay until the end. If you have a green name because you're a subscriber, or if you're just a subscriber without a green name, you get an additional point because that was the rule that he had made. And we
Save
have
your points. Maybe you can get the Subaru.
Okay, and we will be in the shop on Thursday night and Saturday night. His car is out of the shop. We've been cleaning to try and make it more convenient to work around in there the last couple days. So hopefully we will be very working on something. I don't know what will be in there yet, if anything.
Kim spent hours in there making the shop, moving stuff around so we got more room. It's pretty nice.
Spring cleaning in the shop.
And,
Since we got the vehicle out of there,
it's nice when it warms up and you can open up the door and rearrange stuff.
Oh my God, I was getting so claustrophobic in there, so.
Yep.
Mexican Spec says maybe I should give additional member points. Yeah, cash back awards were.
Oh, and
to
he gives
Mexican Spec.
points that sound like a lot of points, but then he converts them to
Oh,
Kim
if you're
points
American, you get
because
there's a
the
conversion
exchange rate. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.
You got the button on your
And,
side. I can't reach the button, Kim.
Oh,